Hello everyone, I'm getting ready for another bicycle trip. But first I'm doing some work on my bike that I used to call the Mule. Now it's gonna be the Mule 2.0. I used to have this pretty normal baggage carrier in the back. Like this, you can see I used to have the pannier bags in the back and then the slightly smaller ones in the front. And then I used to have one of these very large sports bags in the rear. And then an inflatable mattress on top of that, which is kind of a high stack of material and gives me a high center of gravity. So I've been welding a little bit. So what I did is I took off the baggage carrier in the back, and then here you see I've kind of welded an extension on the dropout pads. Also ended up welding a protection cage for the derailleur, which is kind of overkill in retrospect, but no problem. And then I've been welding this new baggage carrier. As you can see, in comparison it's a lot larger, wider, longer. Here you see it mounted on the bike. As you can see, it extends quite a way backwards. It would have been nice if I could also extend the wheelbase of the bike, but that's a little complicated for now. The difference is now I can put this humongous sports bike on the side. You see here I have the two bags mounted on the bike. Now I can put my inflatable mattress here in the middle, the tent also maybe. It'll give me a much lower center of gravity, and now instead of the small pannier bags, these hold next to nothing. Now I'll be able to put the larger ones in the front. So I can take more cargo with me with a low center of gravity. And this is the result after paint. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Mule is ready. Quite a heavy bike, you see. As you see, I barely fit in a bicycle path. Belgium is tiny, but still they divided it up into provinces. So I just crossed the border of a province. Just drove through Perk. Reminds me of Friends. Brussels Airport, of course. A quiet little cycle path between two runways or something. There have been very heavy rains in Belgium the last few days. "12 kilometers to go." First camping, Beauvachin. Day 2. The mule is ready. Took me about 2 hours to pack everything. Normally I do an hour and a half, but I don't have my routine yet. Today I'm driving to Mette and I have 400 meters to climb. I also weld art, but they're usually smaller. Beautiful landscape. Just 5 kilometers to go. Camping number 2, Mette. This is the camping in Mette again, but the sun is on the other side. The tent's packed up. The mule is loaded. Yesterday I did 400 altitude meters, but I didn't notice it very much. It was a little bit up and down, but must have been very gentle slopes. Today I have 600 altitude meters, so I'm curious what that's gonna be like. Leaving Mette. Today is 75 kilometers. GPS says I gotta go over this bridge. Closed. It happens sometimes. Very annoying. Look at that beautiful railing. It looks like wood, but it has metal supports inside. They must be really concerned with the beauty of the landscape. What is this? You have them like every 50 meters by the side of the road. My GPS guided me onto something that looked like a highway, although it still allowed bicycles. So I went looking for an alternative route and I found this. A cycle path, straight like an arrow and flat like a billiard table. In other words, perfect. That's where I'm going today. Next camping, Barvo. I almost killed myself today riding the bicycle here. It was very, very hard. Lots of hills and long distance. I'm very lucky that this camping is not flooded. This river is like 10 times what it normally is. Very heavy rains in the last few days. This is the center of Barvo. I'm staying in Barvo for 2 nights because next to Barvo is Durbuy, and that I wanna see. Okay, this is it, ladies and gentlemen, Durbuy. And Durbuy is the smallest city in Belgium. There are smaller places, of course, but they're not administratively cities.
Avec ses 457 habitants, ses 442 hectares et son statut de ville, est né le 1er janvier 1977 avec la loi organisant les friches du village sur un périmètre de 550 mètres pour une superficie de 2 hectares.
Overheersing in de 17e eeuw en de Franse overheersing in de 18e eeuw. In 1726 werden de ruïnes van het kasteel een privaat eigendom is. Van de uitkijktoren waren nu de...
Kun je niet daar gewoon.
Daar was een bovenkamer. Daar is een bovenkamer.
Inside the tent. What a mess. I like sleeping here. Good morning, ready to go again. Today I'm going from Barvo to Gdynia, 68 kilometers, 600 meters of climbing. Say goodbye to the almost overflowing river Urta. A little bit foggy today, and there's just the slightest drizzle. On top of the world. Okay, and after that it started raining really hard. I'm now in the camping in Gdynia. It's been raining for hours. When it's raining and you're in a tent like this, you're kind of a prisoner. You have to stay inside. When you go out or you go back in, you have to be very, very careful not to get all your stuff wet inside. You can't stand up, you can't sit decently. This is my neighbor, but I doubt it's inhabited. Poor thing. Okay, day 6, I'm ready to go again. It wasn't raining right now when I was packing, but it's been raining on and off during the night. Every time it rained, I woke up because my tent is under a tree. The leaves collect the water and then you have big fat drops dropping on the canvas of your tent. Never put your tent under a tree if you can avoid it. I knew about this, but because of the rain, they haven't been able to mow the lawn on the camping. So if you go through that, you'll be wet up to the knees. So this is the only spot where I could put my tent to avoid that. Under a tree, yes. So today I'm going from Gdynia to Chimay. And to do that, the shortest way is to drive a little bit through France. I'll show you. This is the quietest place so far. They've been chopping down some trees, but they're doing it sustainably because they don't chop down all of them, see? I wish you could smell that pine wood. Absolutely wonderful. Here it is, entering France. That was Belgium. This is France, and you can immediately tell a vast improvement in the quality of the asphalt. Using my smallest gear. Stopped for a snack in this really cute town. This is typical for the Belgian province of Hainaut. The roads that go up and down, up and down, up and down. Next camping, Chimay. Time to be a little civilized. Wonderful when a camping has a laundrette. Chimay is a nice town and I like the camping. The camping is right in the middle of the town center. I like very much. I say the middle of town center, but that doesn't account for the driveway. Look at this. Reminds me a little bit of the South Fork Ranch in Dallas. Raining, raining, raining. Always a prisoner inside the tent. I seriously contemplate driving to a train station tomorrow and going home. So if I do, this is the end.